Hello, this is John Meech from Aylesbury Vale Young Enterprise. I'm the chairman of the volunteer team, and welcome to our Masterclass 2 series. Many of you have asked for a video on pitching your business to investors, particularly important for the upcoming Dragon's Den events, which we hope all of you will be participating in. So let's spend the next 5 minutes or so looking at how to pitch to investors. What we're going to cover is a little bit about an overview of the process this year, which I have to say, because of the current situation, is still in development. So this will just be an overview. We'll look at the nature of investors, or the dragons, what sort of people they are, and also what are they looking for when they're making an investment, and a little bit about how to get an investment. But don't forget, actually, we are developing further masterclasses, one of which will be on presentation. Okay, so the whole process is going to be virtual, actually, and I think we're going to be using MS Teams, where if you're in a bubble, you can be together as a team, but all virtually. And I'm afraid this is quite common in all businesses these days. You'll need to prepare and record a presentation, which has got to include, your business idea, who your customers are, how you're unique, and particularly what is expected in terms of sales and profits. Because as we'll see in the next couple of slides, those are some of the key things that investors are looking for. We'll want you to record your presentation just in case there are any technical issues, and we do expect a question and answer session with the dragons. So try and think in their shoes. What would they ask, and be well prepared. Okay, next, in terms of the nature of investors, don't forget they're responsible for a lot of money, and they're investors. Even if it's not their own money, they have to be very, very careful with it. However, they're willing to take a risk, and of course, the more risk you take, sometimes the bigger your return is, and you're always, as an investor, looking for a return. It's crucial to understand that if they're investing money in you, they absolutely want you to succeed. So any tricky questions can actually often be a signal that they really want to invest in you, but they're just trying to find out whether there are any flaws or weaknesses in your case, and you can understand that because they are responsible for a lot of money. They will, of course, also want to spread their risk, so they do expect, and indeed many businesses do fail, and they fail for good reasons. It is a risk, but at the end of the day, they're looking for a return. So ideally, the businesses that do succeed outweigh the ones that don't. So they're pragmatic as well, actually. And very importantly, you can have the biggest, best, shiniest business plan going. And as you know from the Masterclass 1 series, it's important to have a business plan. They invest in the people as much as the plan and the things that people are investing in. Okay. What are they looking for? Well, let's start with the people. Be yourself, be authentic. Don't try to be something that the team or the company is not. Really know your customers. You really got to also to know your numbers, and that's really, really important in terms of the presentation. And also, how do you justify the numbers? You might say you're going to make X pounds in a couple of months, what actions are you taking to generate that revenue? How can you justify your profit and your pricing and so on? Make sure, you know, if you've got a really unique, or you've got a niche that's something that's special, then that's often very attractive to investors. And management teams could be really, if they're really clear about where they're going and they know how they're going to get there. In other words, they've got a great mission, a good business plan, really on top of their financials, then you can be really successful with investors, because that's what they're really looking for. People who are going to turn their money into more money. How do you get the investments? Well, I think the key thing is to be prepared. Okay, stand in the dragon's shoes, actually, and ask, what are they going to ask me? What are they going to ask me about my business? So understand your strategy completely, predict what they're going to ask you, and really know your sales projections. Have one of those in your presentation pack, actually, what your projections are over the month. How do you justify your pricing? Can't emphasize that enough, actually. And what is really unique? Also, make sure that you act as a team. That can be quite tricky in virtual environments, but I think more and more that's going to become important, not just in the next few months, but I suspect in the next few years. And also think about and be prepared to say what you'll do with money that's invested, and make sure that that's not frivolous. And frivolous might include, what, paying somebody a salary, for example, or a management fee or something like that. But really careful, and you'll knowing what you're going to spend the money on will also help you get through. And also, of course, once it comes out, take a look at the presentations video that we will be doing, and that will help hone your skills. So hopefully that gives you a very quick idea of what investors are looking for and how to get what you want. Best of luck. Thank you, and good luck with the competition.